Okay, recording.
Hour and a half.
Start streaming. And we are live on Facebook. We are live on Vim.tv. We are the Sports Nerds. What's up, everybody? Just going to be the three of us tonight, Bob and John and myself. Wonderful, exciting day in the world of the NFL today.
Very exciting day.
Yes.
In the NFL today.
Bills Mafia took over Nashville, Tennessee today.
But they won the best fans in the league last year because they bought all the votes.
Yeah, that's correct.
What's it like when you get 3/4 of your stadium the opposite team? It's not like Buffalo is close to Nashville either. You know, that's right. A little bit of a drive.
Yes.
I'd understand if it was New York even, but
right.
Yeah.
Well, Jen's with us. That's good. That's a good start. I need to make this public. There we go.
There's going to be a whole lot of rants and raves.
Rants and raves? You got a rant, John?
No, I have no rants, actually. I'm actually freaking dandy, actually.
Well, you know what? That defense came to play today. They kept that Titans offense bottled up all freaking day today, and it was great. It was beautiful, man. Amazing to see.
Beautiful. Jordan Phillips, 3 sacks. He had 6.5 going into the game today. He got 3 in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
It's my dude. Even though, hey, we got hurt. A lot of us got, I think, like Mitch Morse is probably like he needed to get carted off or something. It's just, whatever. It's a win. But we're 4-1 going into the break.
And the only loss you have is against New England.
Yeah, and that was
New England just
special teams play.
Walked over the Redskins today. Like everyone thought they were going to do. There's a photograph going out on the interwebs of a picture of Jay Gruden shaking Bill Belichick's hand, and the old saying, "Caption this," and one of the captions was, "Are you guys hiring?" Jay was saying to Belichick.
Man, it's like Washington and Cincinnati are just the two sappiest poor franchises right now. I feel for them, man.
Miami too.
But Miami's supposed to suck, right? I mean,
right. Well, and the Bengals have a first-year head coach, but when you go 0-5 and the fifth loss is against the Arizona Cardinals with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback, there's a problem.
Yeah,
especially when you've got a 10-year-plus veteran under center by the name of Andy Dalton, who's supposed to be, a franchise quarterback, which he's never proven to be because they haven't won a playoff game since before the Browns moved to friggin' Baltimore. So I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Hey, Brett, are you liking your humble pie right now, buddy?
Yeah, Brett, he's spanking you in fantasy, bud.
189 to 110, and I still got Beckham and Pettis to go tomorrow night.
Yep.
Look at Eckler. Eckler is just my favorite little human being, man.
Yeah, but Chargers are getting beat right now. They're 20-10 right now.
Oh, it don't matter. He's only got 7 rush yards, but he's got 14 receptions and 75 receiving yards.
Good Lord.
But he's a freaking running back, man.
Yes, I know.
And I'm going against a guy who's got Keenan Allen.
Melvin Gordon's back.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon's back too. Is he even having a day?
Cares. No, I'm thinking Melvin's got like 2 yards.
Well, he was the first guy that Rivers went to. The very first play, he caught a pass for like 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah.
And Brett says, "Fuck you, John."
Thank you. Hugs.
Oh.
Bro, this is great, man. I'm looking like a freaking genius drafting Eckler and Jones.
Right? Well, again, McCaffrey went off for 47.7 points today. He was a machine. And the only reason he wasn't in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game because he was cramping. So, but yeah, that dude he just balls week after week after week after week with 30-plus fantasy points. I mean, it's just unreal. And I'm loving every minute of it.
Who?
McCaffrey.
Oh, McCaffrey. Yeah. Yeah, he had himself a day, man. What was it, like 230 total yards or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was sleeping. I didn't watch it until the very end.
A field goal attempt. What? It's 2nd and 10.
200-plus yards and 3 touchdowns today is what he had.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
The Chargers are going for a 32-yard attempt.
Okay.
With 10 seconds left in the game, and they're down a touchdown.
In the game or the half? That's the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. 10 seconds left, dude.
And they just kicked the field goal.
They just instead of going for a touchdown, they still need a touchdown. It was only 2nd down. Is this like clock management on some kind of?
Jesus.
Because now they have to kick. Now they have to do onside kick
with 10 seconds left to play in the game.
With 10 seconds, they got one timeout. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
No, hell no. That's like calling. That's like choosing to. That's like choosing to kick and sudden death overtime.
Right.
I don't get that.
McCaffrey stats: 19 carries for 176 yards and 2 touchdowns, 6 receptions for 61 yards and a touchdown. One of those running touchdowns was 80 yards.
Last successful onside kick was in 2012. Good luck, Chargers. Thanks for coming out.
Cowboys are coming back, Bob.
Yeah, look at Witten catching it like he's 25 years old.
I know, right?
Jeez.
They're coming back. It's still 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, but there's a full fourth quarter to go.
So stupid.
And they still look like Duke. So.
Yeah, it was. Whoops.
That's so weird.
What's that?
I don't get it. I don't understand that play. I mean, they needed 2 scores, but I mean, it was 2nd down. It wasn't like it was 4th down.
Right.
Like, I guess it was like some kind of clock management thing.
It's 20 to 30.
Well, it's over now. It's 2013. It's a final. Denver won, but it's like they were down by 2 scores. There was the 2nd and 10. You're on like the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Why not go for the?
Well,
like
then you still have to
onside kick and now go as many yards as it would take.
I mean, if you're down by 10 points,
if you're down by 10 points and you got 10 seconds left in the game and you're going to go for a field goal as opposed to going for a touchdown, you want to get the touchdown first, because if the field goal is going to be it's going to be easier to get to field goal range on the last drive if you happen to cover the onside kick.
The only thing I can think is some kind of crazy clock management strategy, but
right.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful,
dude.
I'm loving that.
Dak. Jeez, that's okay. Just give it to Aaron Jones. Run the clock, buddy. Give me
some
more points.
That's it.
Look at freaking Aaron Jones got me 53 points in one league. Jeez. Now I put Philip Lindsay on the bench, and he DeAndre Hopkins and Julio Jones haven't done anything for me for the past 3 weeks.
And today Mike Evans didn't do diddly squat, and neither did the tight end OJ Howard, yeah. And that's who Elliott's son was using today, and didn't do diddly squat.
You know what's the most important thing? We should really talk about the gloriness that is the Buffalo Bills today.
Well, the gloriness that is the Buffalo Bills. Okay, well.
They have good defense.
They have a good defense. They have a second-year quarterback that has accuracy issues, but there are times where he's very accurate.
He played good today, man.
Yes, he did.
QB rating of like 83 or something, or 93, 98 or something like that.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
It's not spectacular, but it's not crap.
Right.
But the highlight of me was Duke Williams. Now, for the people that are not in Bills Mafia and who don't even follow the CFL, you don't know who Duke Williams is. This is who Duke Williams is. He led the CFL last year in receiving yards. The dude is a beast. Google him on YouTube, and you'll see him running over cornerbacks like he bowls over them. He's just this beast of a wide receiver. Off-season, Buffalo signed him
Okay.
with the hopes of making the 53-man roster. Fan favorite. He was one-handed grabs the whole nine in preseason, just destroying. He's just this big 6'3" guy that can grab. He's like Megatron, man. The dude can just grab anything, right? He didn't make the 53, but he was on the practice squad.
On the practice squad,
for the entire season, Bills Mafia has been screaming for him because Zay Jones has been pooping the bed. Now, I like Zay Jones. Hell, I named my kid after the dude. Okay, I
don't think that's where. To be honest, I don't think that's where Isaiah came from. To be honest,
no, it's not. But my son's name is Isaiah, and my other son's name is Joshua. Do you see a pattern? Josh Allen.
Yes, Josh Allen. Zay Jones. Okay.
Okay.
It just happened to be a coincidence that they're also biblical names, but we won't go into that right
yes, now. Had nothing to do with the Bible at
all. That's what he tells his friends, right?
Right. Yeah.
But it tells his wife something else. So.
Yeah. No. It's okay. So Duke Williams is called up like 2 days ago, and Bills Mafia has been screaming for this guy because we all I followed the guy in the CFL. As much as I don't like the CFL, I live in Edmonton, and Edmonton had him on his team last year, so I followed the kid. I've seen him live. He's, as advertised, amazing, balls out, amazing receiver. Yeah. So he finally makes the team. Every single throw that Josh is throwing to him today, the dude grabs it. Doesn't bobble it at all, grabs it, and no one can touch it. Fourth quarter, down 7-yard TD pass right in the middle. Duke grabs it, first touchdown of his career, and I'm freaking so happy for that kid. And I want to go buy his jersey.
There you go.
So I tweeted the Bills. I said, "Come on, let's get it. We need a Duke Williams jersey in the Bills store tomorrow."
Yeah, because you don't want to go to the NFL store and create your own. It's more expensive that way. You want it just
yeah. But that is actually the only way I can actually get jerseys and sweaters because nothing fits me.
I feel your pain, John. Trust me. I'm wearing. I'm
happy, man. 4-1 going into the bye week. Beautiful, man.
Yeah, I'm wearing a 4XL right now. Okay, just let you know.
Oh yeah, same with me, man. That's what I gotta wear, bro.
Yeah. Bob's over there eating all the junk food he can get his hands on. Doesn't gain a freaking pound. Makes me sick.
Heck, food makes me sick right now.
Yes, let's talk about Bob for a second, shall we? How much of a trooper he is. He had surgery earlier this week, and he's going through the process of kidney stone removal. If you understand what I mean.
That's a pain.
And Bob, I just want to let you know, I'm glad it's not me. I feel your pain, brother. Okay, so we wish you a happy and healthy recovery and a quick recovery, so that you're not in all this pain anymore.
That sucks, bro.
Yes.
Been 8 days. I barely even moved.
Yeah, and that's why he wasn't here last week, because he was down for the count. He's pretty much down for the count now, but he's got meds now, so he's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I got to hand it to Bills, man. They go into a tough place to play. Bills Mafia took over Nashville, that stadium today. It was, I mean, I saw the pictures. It's like
Did you see after?
No.
Sal Capaccio's the Bills reporter for Buffalo, and he usually goes with them on the road and stuff. And he took his phone, and literally after the game, he's going up and down the entire stadium, bro. It wasn't a couple of pockets of fans. Right. Go look at the Buffalo Bills Twitter account, and they actually put it up there.
Okay.
And they're home game ? Home game.
Yeah.
It was remarkable, dude. And this is what kills me, man, because this is the kind of fan base, and Cleveland knows, Pittsburgh gets spoiled, man. They've won. They understand what victory is.
And Pittsburgh fans travel well too. I mean, Pittsburgh's one of the most. They do. Yes. They
do. Absolutely. The terrible towel, you can find it in the most strange places in the world. Yes. I mean, it's and I was talking to my buddy on Facebook today, Raiders, same thing. These teams that see, but Pittsburgh I don't put in that because Pittsburgh's won and they've
got 6 rings. They've got 6 trophies.
Yeah, they're good, man. They've got a history, but the Oaklands, the Clevelands, the Buffaloes, the Detroits.
Oakland's got 2 trophies or 3. They got 3.
Right, but you know what I mean. The misery franchises. The ones that are the laughing stock.
The long-suffering franchises, like the Browns and the Bills, and teams like that. And, I went to a game last year in Tampa where the Browns came to Tampa, and it was like a home game for the Browns almost, because it was like 40-60 with 60% of it being Bucs fan, but 40% of it were Browns fans. And I'd never seen so many Browns fans at an away game in my life. It was amazing.
I love it, man. I love seeing franchises like this doing good and having these guys. Yes, go Aaron Jones. Yeah, Aaron Jones, another 6-yard gain. Yeah. For the record,
yes.
My stellar drafting in both of the leagues I'm in,
yes.
Picked this guy up. You want to know why I picked this guy up?
Why?
Because I knew that he was going to be the bell cow for this franchise, and I was getting him in like the 4th and 5th round.
Yeah,
like
no one knew who he was.
Well, see, I knew I had him last year when it was him and the other guy. I forget what the other guy, Williams, I think.
Was it Montgomery?
No, not Ty Montgomery. It was a couple years ago, but there was something Williams.
Jamal Williams or something like that.
Yeah, Ja'Awful Williams. That's it.
Ja'Awful,
yeah. Look at this kid. Go.
All right, be right back.
So yeah, man. Just saying, Aaron Jones, my dude. He's like my. A couple of years ago, who did I get? Oh, Alvin Kamara. Before
anybody knew about Alvin Kamara,
off of waivers a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
and won me a league.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, that's a lie. Tim Hightower actually won me the championship. Yes, when he was
Tim Hightower.
Tim Hightower,
buddy.
I love it. Yeah, what a great day of football, man. I just had a blast today, man.
And the Leafs and the Oilers started off their seasons with wins today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do we get to talk about that yet or no?
Not yet. Let's just stay with football.
Football? I totally forgot. I'm like a kid in a candy store, man. Yeah. I got so many good things happening in my sports life right now.
Yes, I know. And normally
I should have played DFS.
Everything but baseball, right?
Dude, it's not even a sport to me, man.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. So
how about Houston putting a 50-burger on the Atlanta Falcons today, man?
And what kills me is that I had Julio and I had DeAndre, right? Like that's my two wide receivers in one of my leagues.
And they did nothing today.
Nothing, either of them. Not a damn thing. I mean, Julio had a couple of yards here and there, but nothing. And like you see 53 points, you see Deshaun Watson throwing all those touchdowns. You're thinking, okay, I'll get one. No.
Nope.
To Darren Fells or whatever, and then Will Fuller.
Yeah. And
Will Fuller eating
it just
lunch.
You got to wonder Atlanta's got all the talent in the world. I mean, they got Julio, they got the running game, they've got two different wideouts, two great wideouts, but for some reason their defense can't stop anybody, and their offensive line can't protect.
What are they 1-4 now? They're 1-4, right?
Yeah. Yeah, their season's falling apart. They're worse than the Bucs right now.
I don't get it, man. It's like, see, this is the thing. I don't feel sorry for some of these franchises, man, at all. They've had amazing quality talent, and they can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, Atlanta hasn't been the same since they lost to the Patriots.
Right? No.
Yeah.
They have not been the same team. They've been mediocre ever since the Super Bowl.
And they should still be that good.
They should be. They haven't really lost anybody. I mean, they've got great talent. But like I said, for some reason, their defense can no longer stop anybody, and the offensive line can't protect Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan is throwing friggin' duds out there. He's not accurate at all.
He had a decent game today. He had a decent game today, didn't he?
Yeah, fantasy-wise.
Yeah.
He also leads the league in interceptions.
Yeah, he's got 8 interceptions. But
he's my one quarterback that I have that hasn't got hurt yet this year in my 3 league.
He did 330 and 3 today and 1 pick. So, I mean, decent line, man. I mean,
but
a lot of that was garbage time. He was getting those touchdowns in garbage time.
Yeah.
Then again, they still count the same, but still, I mean, yeah, he was 32 of 46 or 330 with 3 touchdowns and a pick. But I mean, how many sacks did they have? Did Texas have? Let me check it out here real quick. One, 2. Well, they only got to him twice. No, yeah, only got to him twice. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with because for some reason Atlanta is now just a mediocre team, and they were a perennial Super Bowl contender. up until they actually got there and got and let the biggest lead in Super Bowl history get away from them.
And as I was cheering for the Falcons last week,
yes, I
found out from some Falcon fans a lot of their problems is coaching.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean,
that's what these guys were saying. And you can't change coordinator every year because they keep getting rid of their coordinator.
Right.
I think that's a problem in the NFL, man. Like, they're on such a short leash, these guys, the OCs and the head coaches and stuff. And it's like, if they don't put it together in a couple of years, but it takes a couple of years to get your players to, like – so, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad Buffalo hasn't played the carousel because they're notorious for playing the carousel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been, having the OC and the DC now, head coach in there. But – that's not saying anything because Atlanta's had their head coach in there for years. It's not.
He's quickly losing faith in the fan base. The fan base doesn't like him.
Aaron Rodgers.
Brett, I'm not up to doing a Sunday show. I'm not up to doing two shows a day like I have been. No, so he's asking about doing a Sunday show in the morning.
Sunday morning show?
Yeah.
My dude, you don't understand what I'm like in the mornings. I'm football only. I have no attention for.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can he picked him off! Oh, Dak got picked off!
I know, I love it. It's awesome.
Oh, gosh! Look at it right in his face.
Sit down, Dak.
Damn, dude.
Sit down, Dak. Yeah, Brett, I appreciate you asking about it. I'm sorry, but I'm just not up to it.
That's too early for me, man.
It's too early for me to do. I mean, we'd have to do a show at 11 to noon or 11 to 1 or whatever, and I'm not up to doing that. I got other things I got going on in the mornings that I need to take care of before I can worry about the show. Plus, it takes me forever to get warmed up too. I mean, even though I'm an early riser normally, I'm 11 o'clock. I have no interest whatsoever getting on camera and doing a show.
There we go, Penn Stater.
Jerry Jones.
Oh, this is great. What a great day of football. First 4 games, he had 3 picks. Today he's got 3 picks.
Yep. Well,
maybe
you know what?
Yeah,
and I called it leading up to last week. The Cowboys did not play anybody until they played the Saints.
You know what? I was listening to fantasy football on the way home. You know what they said about the Cowboys?
What?
They played 3 cream puffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, like who they played? The Dolphins, the Redskins, and the Jets, or something like that.
They played 3 cream puffs and beat the crap out of all 3 of them.
Right.
Then they get beat last week by the Saints with a backup quarterback. They did not score a touchdown. It was 10-3 final. And today they're getting rolled by the Packers.
Yeah.
Cowboys aren't as good as people thought they were.
No.
Dak's not going to get his $40 million. I'm sorry.
Just pound it. Give it to Jones, man.
Give it to Jones.
Just give it to Jones. Just let me eat
it. With his 172 yards and 4 touchdowns, all right.
I don't care. I want more, man. Because the guy I'm playing, not Brett, because I'm handling him fine. But, yeah.
You got to make up for what Julio and Deontay didn't do today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. He just got 6 yards out of nothing. Love this kid, man.
He's been doing that to the Cowboys all day.
I love it.
Plus yards out of nothing.
I love Aaron Jones. I love this kid, man. This kid is like my dude, man. I'm picking this guy up next year he'll be like a top 10.
Yes, he will.
Off the board and stuff.
Tough.
Like
you're gonna have to beat me to him next year.
You know who he's like a more fit Eddie Lacy.
Okay. He's got
Does that make sense?
Too.
He's got that power, that drive, that north-south kind of, but he's not like, cream puff.
Right.
Well, there he just got destroyed by
Brett, no offense, but who cares about the Minnesota Vikings?
Man, what about that crap, man?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of drama leading up to the game today, and Thielen and Diggs got their catches today. And I mean, the quarterback.
What did Diggs put up? I don't even know what he put up.
Let me see. Hang on.
I'll check right now.
Yeah, you can. I mean, check.
No, 44 yards, 3 receptions, nothing.
Uh-huh.
Just mediocre.
Right. But Kirk Cousins had a decent game. Cousins had a decent game. It also helped that they were playing the Giants, which the Giants are terrible.
Yeah.
But if they can do that against the Chicagos and the Green Bays in their division, as well as doing it against higher talented teams, then I'll say they're on the right track. But until then, no, I'm not buying into the Vikings. I don't think it solves anything that's going on with Minnesota. Let's see here. Oakland wins against Chicago. Who'd have thought that was going to happen in London? And then we got Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Mason Rudolph got sandwiched by Earl Thomas.
Yes, he did.
And he was out before he hit the ground.
Uh-huh.
But yet, and you could hear the fans after that hit saying, throw him out, get rid of him, toss him. They didn't eject him. They should have ejected him for that hit.
And they ejected that guy from Tampa.
They did. And he deserved it too.
Yeah, he did deserve it.
Okay. Earl Thomas isn't a dirty player. Don't get me wrong. Earl Earl Thomas. He's a great player. He's a potential Hall of Famer when he's done playing.
Right. I agree.
He's a former member of the Legion of Boom in Seattle, so he's legendary. But maybe it was a bang play. I don't know, but he should have been thrown out for that hit. And Mason Rudolph, you could tell as he was coming up field, he was just not all there. He was so loopy. He might have been telling his guys, "Oh, I'm good," but he wasn't.
He wasn't good.
Yeah. Hey, Katie, you should be happy, Miss Marshall, with your way your Packers are playing.
I'm happy with the way her Packers are playing.
Yes.
I'm extremely happy. Just give it to Aaron.
Bob, I don't know. I'm torn when these two teams play each other. I don't know who to hate more. I don't. Between Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I don't know who to hate more. Pittsburgh because they're our historical enemy, or Baltimore because of where they came from, because of what Art did. I don't know. I'd
go with Baltimore.
I don't know.
Well, I know for me, when it's Baltimore against Cleveland,
you're rooting for the Browns.
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
Yeah, because you hate Baltimore that much. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and to me, the Browns are still – that's not the team that I grew up hating. That is an expansion team to me still.
I know, but it's not because they kept the history. Technically, they're not because they kept all the history, but
right. But
I understand what you mean.
I know you're on the other side of the spectrum, but that's how I have to look at it from my point in this.
Why was Chris Thompson bawling his eyes out?
Chris Thompson. Who's Chris Thompson?
Running back, Washington. Other than the fact that he plays for the Redskins, but he's bawling his eyes out here.
I don't know.
They're 0-5. Is that why?
Yeah, it could be.
Bro, suck it up, man. Try being a Bills fan.
Well,
holy shit. And I don't get paid for this shit. You guys get paid for losing.
Right. Well, the bets are that Jay Gruden won't be the head coach tomorrow morning.
Oh, I almost guarantee it.
He doesn't need to be the head coach anymore because he's really a bad head coach. He's nothing like his brother. He was great in the Arena League as both as a quarterback and a head coach. But as far as NFL is concerned, he's overrated.
Whoa. Kid's balling up there.
Yeah, and when Rudolph gets hit, the cart breaks down. So they can't cart him off the field. But again, it was not due to the cart being bad, it was due to user error. So the driver caused it, or whoever was using the cart caused the failure on that cart.
And where was that game? That game was in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes, it was. It was in Pittsburgh.
Okay. I didn't get the chance to watch it.
They don't broadcast it in Carolina.
That was a good catch, man.
No, I got to watch. I had to watch Saints in Tampa because
you didn't get Carolina and Jacksonville.
I didn't want to watch that crap.
It was a better game.
It turned out to be a better game, and I ended up sleeping through most of it anyway, but I turned it on at the end.
Yeah.
Only because I saw that the Steelers were in overtime, and I thought maybe that they would have changed games, but then that one wasn't even over yet either.
No.
That's one good thing about living in Canada. We have the best deal for NFL football. You guys, how much does it cost you guys a month for like Sunday ticket and stuff?
Sunday, Bob would know more than I do.
It's like $300 or $400 a year.
A season. Yes. It ain't cheap.
Oh, I pay $20 a month for up here.
Well, I pay $10 a month for Red Zone.
Yeah, but you don't get all the games. You just get Red Zone, right?
Yeah, I get Red Zone.
But you don't get all the games. See, I get everything.
Really?
I get every game, including Thursday nights, Sundays, Mondays. Everything.
I don't get all that either because I don't have NFL Network.
Oh, that's touchdown. Oh, yeah. Oh, touchdown. Oh, yeah.
Here come the Cowboys. Uh-oh, Katie. Here come the Cowboys.
Here comes the Cowboys. Where's Jerry? We love Jerry. No.
Still 10 points.
Bro, that was a crazy catch, man. That was a good run, man.
Yeah. Gotta give him that one, but still 10 points.
Yeah.
Who's that? Amari? Was it Amari?
Yeah, it was Cooper.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Cooper.
That's crazy, man. Crazy. And then he kept himself in bounds there. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Check that sideline. Looked like he kicked up some dust there.
Well, they wouldn't let him go forward if he was out of bounds, so replay would have caught it.
It's a crazy game. 7 minutes.
Now Tigers got a 10-point lead with 7.5 to go.
Hey, a big shout out to Cairo Santos today for missing those 4 field goals. That was
Oh, yes. Yes.
big shout out. Poor kickers, man. What a thankless job.
Absolutely.
You know, they like when they're kicking it, everybody, you know, they don't even say like, oh, whatever. But boy, if they miss them, jeez.
Well, then you got guys like the kicker for Baltimore who doesn't miss.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker, yes.
Doesn't miss ever.
No, he doesn't. He's
got a better percentage in Heinz Field than most of the kickers that the Pittsburgh Steelers have had in the last 10 years.
I think he has the longest kick there too.
Yes.
Did you see Amari Cooper's foot on the sideline?
No, was it on the white?
No, he it would have been if his heel touched, but it was just his tippy toe.
Oh, was it really?
Tippy toed. Yeah, man, that was
Wow.
crazy. Good footwork, man. That was some what's his name on Thursday night there? Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Whew. How about that interception too, man?
I actually did not watch that game, believe it or not.
Oh, it was great, man. Really, really good. NFL's doing a decent job of putting together good games now, not the stinker.
Right, but this Thursday night, you've got the Patriots and the Giants. That's this Thursday night.
I have a bye week this week, so I'm just going to enjoy the football this week coming up. Don't need to stress. Don't need to worry. Might even play some
you know
DFS.
what? Despite the fact that your Bills win, your buddy Cole Beasley didn't do shit for me today. I just want to let you know that.
He got some PPR. He got a few receptions. He got like 4 or 5 receptions.
5 points.
5 receptions.
5 points.
So he got 5 receptions.
Yeah.
He didn't go anywhere with those. I know that. Look, Here's my boy, Aaron Jones. First down, Aaron Jones. Raw. Look at this guy, 106 yards. Bro, listen to his line. 106 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, 75 receiving yards, 7 receptions. Bro.
4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns.
4. Foul. Not 4. Foul.
Oh.
Got foul. Love it, man. Oh, I love that kid, man. Don't reopen. I don't want to reopen that. Bro. Oh, Aaron Jones, wicked piss
Come
off.
on, Aaron.
He's just going to run out.
But yeah, again, Bob, I'm torn as to who to root for. I could care less. I had to hope it's a tie when they play each other.
And I told you a couple years ago that I was watching a playoff game between Baltimore and Patriots.
Yeah, and that's the same. You're in the same conundrum at that point. You don't know who to root for at that point.
And you know what?
You rooted for
I didn't realize it, but I caught myself cheering against New England that game.
Really? You hate him that much?
And that was when I realized, and that was subconsciously. And when I realized what I was doing, I realized that I can't stand the Patriots more than I can't stand Baltimore.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, no one likes the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, I'd root for Pittsburgh or Baltimore with the Patriots on the heartbeat.
I'd cheer for the Saudi Arabian national team before I cheer for the New England Patriots, man. I mean, I can't stand the Patriots. And then it's funny because I don't know if you guys know my story, but I'm adopted, right? So when I was a couple of years ago, I got to meet my real dad, and it's kind of weird. Like you meet your grown son when he's 26. It's kind of a weird thing. Yeah. But we try to rekindle the relationship. Well, I went over to his house a couple of years ago, and then guess what I learned?
He's a Patriots fan.
He's a Patriots fan, yes. So today he sent me a text message congratulating me on my 4-1 start. I was like, yeah, hit by the head. Look at this.
It was a shoulder to head. That wasn't a helmet. That was a shoulder. But still, he went for the head.
He went for the head, man.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, it was whatever. Lost me 2 points on that shit.
I don't know if you guys talked about this last week, but how about Vontaze Burfict getting thrown out for the year?
Yeah, and then during the week, the NFL came back and said, "Oh, by the way, we found one more during that game. There was a second time he went helmet to helmet. It wasn't called, but there was another incident. Burfict's appeal is not going to get overturned. I mean, that decision should not be overturned. Burfict has a history. He's a dirty player, and I said it last week. John remembers what I was saying. I was going off. Burfict's the dirtiest player in the game right now, and he deserves every single week off that the NFL is giving him. But the problem is Burfict has shown no remorse, no apologies, nothing. Hell, He was laughing and waving at the fans as he was coming off the field last week. So, I mean, it's just, he got sent home from London because he got suspended while they traveled. But yeah, I mean, he needs to go.
He's responsible for Antonio Brown.
Yes.
Is that awful? I think that's awful. No, that's some Carson guy. Who's Carson?
I don't know, but Jones is out of the game. I think he got hit in the head.
Yeah. He's done, man.
I think he's done.
Look at that stat line, though.
Yeah.
Boy, Aaron.
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
I don't know.
The ref was still in the middle of the huddle. Did you see that?
No.
Dude, the play ran with the ref standing in the middle of this. Looked like.
Yeah, what the hell?
Freaking NFL officiating, man. It's just it's the worst. It's so bad.
No, I know. All right, Bob. I'm going to come to South Carolina and turn that get rid of that damn ringtone.
Bro, what was Dukes of Hazzard or some shit?
Yeah, it's a General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. Yes.
Dude, the 80s called. They want their soundtracks back.
Right.
Hey, shut up.
I swear. That is quite the ringtone. Right? You know what you got to do to get more people to the show, Scott? You got to tag us. You got to tag us in it.
Tag you and Bob? Well, I can't. Well, Bob doesn't have social media, so I can't tag Bob.
Yeah, well, but tag me because I got 2,000 people that would see that I'm live, right? nugget. There's social media. If only you did your training in CTP.
Yeah, that's coming. I've been dealing with some personal shit, so I've been putting stuff off, and I can't do that much longer. So yeah, there's my sister. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes. So, but yeah, I mean, and I'm a little nervous about the game tomorrow night, guys. What do you think about that game tomorrow night with Cleveland and San Francisco?
Is San Francisco really that good?
Well, who have they played?
Good question.
Look at that.
Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
Without Ben.
Right.
I mean, that's the game Ben went out in.
No, that was Ridolph's first start.
Oh, okay.
Dude, what college did Aaron Jones go to, man?
I don't know. Probably some no-name school that we don't know.
Watch it be Ohio State.
It wasn't Ohio State.
No, I know.
It was down south somewhere, I think.
University of Texas El Paso.
UTEP.
The UTEP Miners.
Yes. Well, did I tag you in the Facebook post or tag you on Twitter?
No, you tag me in the Facebook post, not Twitter. Twitter, you don't really get live people coming to Twitter.
Right.
It's the Facebook. Facebook is the live exciting thing. Did you read the poll that I did this past week? It was like 40% of CTP members polled their favorite social media site was Facebook.
Really?
And it makes sense if you think of the demographics of what CTP is. Right?
Correct.
There's not many CTP people taking selfies except for Jen. Let's be honest. Jen is the selfie.
Don't be hashing on Jen now. Come on.
No, I'm telling you, that's literally the only person that does anything on Instagram. You know, like there's a few other people, but let's be honest. Jen is the cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching,
right.
cha-ching. You know, that's what she does. You know? Me, myself, I like them all. I'm not a big Instagram person.
So I would share it and then tag you and Jen in it.
Yeah, like when you go live, you would say, and then just tag us. And it's just, you know, because then it shows on my feed, right? It's a lot more powerful than me retweeting it or re-Steam or whatever, re-Facebooking it.
Right.
There are 3 guys to take that kid down. That Gallup kid is no joke, man. Because like he's
not. This is his first week back. He's their deep threat.
Yeah,
he's supposed to take the heat off of Amari Cooper, so to free him up a little bit too, because he's a deep threat. She says, "Hey, but I add content to him, not just selfies."
I know, Jen. I'm trolling. I'm having fun. Old man Witten. Old man Witten. For the record, this is the first time the Bills have won 3 road games since the first 3 road games since 1993. 93 was a good year for Buffalo.
Yes, I mean I think they went to like the Super Bowl that year, didn't they?
Yes, sir. They did.
Yeah, how they doing that game, John?
Moving on.
Shut up, Scott.
How bad they get the Cowboys in that game?
What's that?
Wasn't that the year they got trounced by the Cowboys?
It was that or because 92 was
91 was the
Giants.
Bills.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
92 was the Redskins.
Yes. So
and then
93 and 94 was
both
back-to-back Cowboys. Awesome. Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize that not only did we lose Mason Rudolph, we also lost our number 2 receiver and our middle linebacker.
Oh, lovely. Injury plague is hitting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Well, I think Mason may be back, maybe not next week, but the week after. Until then, you've got your guy you promoted off the practice squad running the offense. So I would expect that Pittsburgh be bringing in quarterbacks this week to make sure that they've got a couple quarterbacks on the roster.
Yeah. Devlin Hodges.
That's the guy I played today, right?
That is our starting quarterback.
He's a rookie.
Yes.
He's an undrafted rookie.
Undrafted rookie.
And he's
Starting
maybe,
for
what
the
is he? 5'11", maybe barely 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Youch. Too bad Terry Bradshaw's 123, or he can come out of retirement and play for a few weeks.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's getting the first down. Oh, keep going, Deco!
Trying to go out of bounds.
Guess what?
What's that?
Big shout out to the traveling Toronto Raptors out in Japan right now.
Actually, I thought they were in China.
Japan.
Isn't the NBA in China too?
I don't know if they're in China.
I think it's Beijing. It's in Beijing.
Well,
I know that's where Rachel Nichols went today. Was Beijing.
Really?
Yeah.
I know they were in a flight to Japan last night, and they got there this morning. Look at Dak. What a Dak-alicious Prescott he had. And, it's hand to the face, man. Come on.
Hand to the helmet.
Yeah. Come on. I want to see some freaking – well, no, I can't. Actually, just end the game because Aaron Jones ain't getting back in, so who cares?
Oh, and he dropped it.
Dude, you got to hold on to that, man. Yeah, what else? What else is going on? Oh, let's talk hockey.
Let's talk hockey. Season has begun. And the Lightning are 1-1. I might say they won today, so they're 2-1. They beat Carolina. They started the season off against the Panthers in Florida and lost. Then I think Nashville came down and whipped our ass last night, or they were or somewhere. Anyway, either way, their opening night they won. Then they went to Miami and got beat, and then today they were in Carolina and they beat Carolina today. So how's hockey in your world now, John?
Freaking fantastic.
Yes, huh?
Absolutely fabulous.
How about them Edmonton Oilers, eh?
Oilers are 2-0.
Nice.
The Leafs are 2-0-1.
Yeah.
So everything is as it should be in the hockey world.
And about a month from now, it might change.
It might change. Absolutely.
And I was going to go to the Pittsburgh-Edmonton game whenever I was up there, but it turned out to be a day Saturday game instead of a night Saturday game, so I'm not going to be able to make it.
Oh,
dude! If you get a chance to see Connor McDavid live,
in person, you gotta try.
It is worth it. When he goes to Tampa Bay, Scott, make plans, bro.
Yeah, I would love to,
dude. It is like, and you saw a few, especially last night. Like less than a minute in, he splits the D. But when that kid gets his legs going, it's not. And I've been watching hockey since I was I'm Canadian.
Come on, right?
It's put into my veins, bro.
Yes.
I mean, that's to see this kid. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, first of all, okay, so before Austin Matthews is going to score 1,000 goals this year, okay? Because he's unbelievable.
Yes.
But I got into a debate with my buddy because a lot of my friends are diehard Leafs fans and they're very biased, right? Living in Edmonton, I'm allowed to have an unbiased. Toronto's my number one, forever and ever, amen. But I have my Oilers because I live here and I've been following them. But they're like, oh, yeah, Matthews is the greatest. It's not even a competition. I'm like, dude, you have no idea.
Have they seen McDavid play? Have you seen him play?
It's insane. He has this another level. It's like usually when guys split the D, they're struggling to get past the defenseman.
Right.
Connor goes through them. It's just there's another gear he takes it to. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it in my 42 years on the planet. I've never seen anybody play the game like he does. It's amazing. With that being said, the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to win this game. Good start. Good start to the season.
Yeah, I mean, the Bolts are 2-1. I'm happy with that. But I want them to go through some adversity this season. They did not experience that last year, and hence the early exit in the first round against the Columbus Blue Jackets, 4-0 in the first round. I'd like to have them give them some toughness, to have some adversity that they have to pull themselves up and come back from. Because last year they won the President's Trophy because they had the best record in NHL, and they hardly broke a sweat getting there, and it just and whereas Columbus was the hottest team coming into the playoffs, and they swept them. So,
yeah,
hi Karen. But yeah, I mean it is what it is, but. Yeah, I mean the Brownies are in San Francisco and tomorrow night, and as wonderful as the win was last week against the Ratbirds, I think that's what they are. They're the Ratbirds, right, Bob?
Ratbirds.
Yes, of course.
They're the Ratbirds.
I'm a little bit more nervous because they got to go to the West Coast. It's Monday Night Football, and they're coming off the high of a win, and we'll see. Maybe I don't know if it's going to be a letdown or not, but I just hoping they'll do well.
And they're playing against an undefeated team.
You know what? The undefeated thing doesn't matter because Baltimore was undefeated when we played them too, I think, weren't they?
Yeah, no, because Baltimore got beat.
No, they got beat by Kansas City the week before. Okay, so they got beat by Kansas City the week before. But, I mean, the undefeated thing doesn't bother me.
They're still not that good, I don't think.
Well, you said it last week to me, Bob. Said Baltimore is who I thought they were.
Right. And I said that might be a 10-6 team. Might be. I mean, I know the first couple weeks they looked like they were.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, they've now lost. They've lost 2 out of the last 3 after winning today. Jackson still threw 3 picks today. He has not looked like the superstar he was the first 2 weeks of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He's looked human, just like Dak is being made to look human today against the Packers.
Right.
But we'll see. I mean, John Harbaugh is a great coach. I mean, he's a better coach than his brother is, by far.
Right.
So, we'll see what Harbaugh what he can do. I mean, I won't root for him because I can't stand the Ravens. But any more than I'm very tickled that the Pittsburgh are limping into week 6 of the season. I'm really really tickled about that.
Fun story. Delaney Walker was throwing Cairo Santos under the bus in the post games.
And he was whining about not getting involved in the game plan too.
What teams Cairo Santos play for now?
Tennessee.
Tight end. No, he's kicker. He's the kicker. I'm sorry, he's the kicker. Cairo Santos is the kicker for the Titans, and Delaney Walker, of course, is the future Hall of Fame tight end for the Tennessee Titans as well. But yeah, Walker was whining about Santos doing the bus as well as complaining about not being involved in the game plan today. He hardly got anything thrown to him. So, but isn't Walker like really old?
Well, he's been around for a while.
Oh, he's been around forever, man. But it's just this is what I don't get, man. It's just like, okay, there was Josh Allen. I'm not going to say Josh Allen is the pinnacle of whatever, but he missed it. He missed the kick.
Oh, look at that!
Wow. The kickers this week are just.
I know the kickers are going to get killed this week.
Yeah, so
Rich Eisen is going to have to do something special about kickers being people too this week.
That's funny, man. But yeah, so there was the pick that Allen threw today. It technically wasn't his fault, but he owned it, man. Yeah. He's like, it was a boneheaded play by me. I screwed up. He took total responsibility. He could have easily said, the receiver did this or someone didn't block or that, but he didn't. I don't get it, man. If you're especially football is about as team centric a sport as there is. Like, you know what I mean? Like all other games, they're team focused, but without everybody playing as a cohesive unit in football, it doesn't work. So if you don't have a cohesive team, you're going to have too many false starts, too many offside penalties, and all that stuff. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I just it's.
So the Packers have the Lions, Raiders, Chiefs, and Chargers. That they could win 3 out of 4 of those games. That Chiefs game is going to be something else.
Who?
Packers and Chiefs in 3 weeks.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Shoot this to you guys. Put this in there. Let's take a look at this. I just put it into Facebook. Look at that. Look at that beautiful. That's a beautiful sight right there.
Wow, 3rd place in the AFC. How about that?
Not too shabby, huh?
Not bad.
It's a nice feeling.
Top 10. Browns are in the top 10 of the conference. Wow.
Yeah, Browns were supposed to be top in the conference. Remember that?
No, they weren't.
Well,
there was a lot of hype about that. Yeah, but no, I didn't believe it. I wasn't buying into that.
And Steelers are down there with Miami and the Jets.
And the Jets. And the Redskins.
And the Bengals.
And the Bengals. Well,
We won a game last week because we played against the Bengals.
I know, right?
It actually works than
And they had to scrape and scratch to get there, too.
the Bungles. The poor Bungles.
I mean, we won, and it was decisive.
Yeah, but you had a bad taste in your mouth afterwards.
It was ugly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a win, but you had a bad taste in your mouth afterwards because it wasn't really a sweet win. It wasn't really like a Pittsburgh win. It was
The defense played good.
You needed a shower afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
The offense, I was like, this is what the offense looks like now. I said, this is not fun.
It's exciting.
No, it's all right. Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell are laughing their asses off at you right now.
Well, maybe
Antonio
Le'Veon.
Maybe Le'Veon is, even though Le'Veon's on an 0-5 team too, but or 0-4 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
Wow.
AB has filed a grievance and filed to sue to get as much as $40 million out of both the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders, trying to recoup that money he was guaranteed. I wish him luck.
Yeah, good luck. You know who hasn't missed him? The NFL.
The NFL has not missed Antonio Brown.
I haven't given him a second thought.
No, this guy threw away a Hall of Fame career because of his ego and because of his attitude.
Right.
Or the perfect hit.
Yeah.
It could have been perfect.
Could have knocked his marbles loose.
I think he did, man. I mean, that knocked – and Antonio was –
Was that last season it happened?
No, it's
2 years ago.
That was a couple years ago. I mean, he was a schmuck before that, but
he was your schmuck.
He was
our schmuck.
Right.
So
It was, and
yeah. And I always said that if he played for a different team, I would not like him.
Right.
And then,
he was my favorite player for a couple of years, man. I loved watching him ball,
Because
man.
he was great for fantasy players too. And now,
Well, not only that, but just watching him play, man. Like, he would catch, like, insane catches, bro. Double coverage, and he would come up with it. And he's not like a big guy either, you know. He's a little short little dude, man, you know. But I don't know. Sad, man. But it is what it is, man. You know, you got to sleep in the bed you make, man. So
right.
It is what it is. Stephon Diggs, I want to be in Minnesota. Okay, buddy.
Is that what he said? He said that?
Sure, Stephon. Sure you do, buddy.
now that they said that they refused to trade him.
Oh, did you see what happened with Jalen Ramsey? Apparently, like there was teams asking for like 5 first-round picks they were going to give, or something like that.
5 first-round picks.
It was something crazy like that, and Jacksonville said no.
Wow.
Like, yeah, just out of spite too. It's got nothing to do with trade value. It's got to do with you want to be a little princess. This is what's going to happen. So good for them. Can't stand Doug Marrone, but whatever. Or Tom Coughlin or whatever the hell. Coughlin's there, isn't he? He's
Coughlin's
Coughlin's there. He's an advisor. Yes. He's like in the front office or some shit like that, or some kind of assistant.
Or GM or something like that.
Assistant head coach or something like that. Yeah.
He's front office.
Aaron Jones is a beast. What a freaking game he put up. So final numbers from there. He got me 59 points, man. 59 points on that,
Really?
and then 49 points in the NFL Network.
After being projected to hit almost 200 points this week, I am now projected to lose this week.
I'm at 201.
I'm
Bob the Beer Man, how are you doing?
I'm 45 points behind the guy I'm playing.
Oh, you're going to lose, I think. You don't have anybody else left to play.
I've got McCoy tonight. I've got Tyrann Mathieu tonight. And then I have Garoppolo tomorrow night, Myles Garrett, and Jarvis Landry. I still got five players tomorrow night. He's got 2.
Well, if any of you guys want to make a trade,
I've got 5 players left, and he's got 2. He's got T.Y. Hilton and Mac tonight. But I've got, like I said, I've got Garoppolo. I got McCoy and Tyrann Mathieu tonight. So we'll see how that plays out.
Well, I lost quarterback again, so
right. So you're probably not doing well.
I'll be right back.
Katie,
gents.
Congratulations on that victory over the Cowboys. It was well deserved. I almost blew it at the end, but that's football for you.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know about Chris Sims. Looks like he's 12. It's hard to believe that like 10 years ago or 15 years ago he was playing for the Bucs.
Right.
He almost died on the field because he ruptured his spleen.
Oh, my TV just shut off.
Your TV just shut off.
Yeah.
Was it on a timer?
It's on probably power save.
Oh.
No, it was just technical difficulties. Never mind.
You got cable? You got streaming service?
I got cable.
You got cable? Yeah. Well, Katie, the defense really came to play today, except of course until the fourth quarter. But it was a good game. I was enjoying that monster lead at the halftime and looking like old Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Jones is the real deal, Katie. He really is. John likes him.
I love Aaron Jones.
Yes.
Aaron Jones is my kind of guy.
Says the fantasy guy. And tonight we have Indy at KC.
Right.
Am I the only one who thinks it's going to be a blowout, that KC's just going to blow them out?
No.
I still have a soft spot for the Colts.
Well, yeah, so do I. But
And one of my good friends is a Colts fan, so I still pull for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping KC doesn't blow them out of the water.
Yeah,
but
I like to see a close game. I don't want to see them get blown out. But that offense in Kansas City is just, man.
Yeah, pick your poison.
I know.
wait till they get Hill back.
Exactly. And they're close to getting him back. He seems to be recovering pretty quickly.
Yeah. Just wait until they get their stud.
Yeah. And then you think the Browns have a good running game now.
Wait till they get Kareem Hunt.
Exactly. Would they get Kareem Hunt back in the fold?
When's it, week 10 or something like that?
Week 9.
Week 9?
Yes. Week 9. Yes, Jen, close games are always better. Absolutely, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I may not be up a whole night to see it, but I'll probably watch the first half and then go to bed. I gotta call a tow truck in the morning so my car can get fixed. I think I lost my starter. Yeah, Katie, the injuries that Packers hit today, they got a lot of injuries in Green Bay tonight, and that's gonna hurt.
Darius Smith.
Yeah.
How many times did he get hurt today?
More than like 2 or 3 at least.
At least 3.
Yeah. But there were a lot of Packers in triage today, just like there were a lot of Steelers in triage today.
Yeah.
But they were able to hold on at the end, so that's all that matters. A win is a win.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets suck.
Oh yeah, good God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Jets are just I mean, whew, wow, poor Jets fans. But the Jets fans should be used to that, just like the Browns fans. Absolutely, Katie. Absolutely. After that disgusting win, that disgusting loss against the Eagles, I don't blame you.
Josh Norman should have stayed in Carolina.
Josh Allen.
Huh? Josh Allen?
On NBC. What did you say about Josh Norman?
He's just being interviewed on NFL Network. I said he should have stayed in Carolina, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, he should have stayed in Carolina because he went from Carolina to the Jets, and then now he's in DC, and he could be playing for a contender in Carolina right still at this point. The Redskins actually had the lead for a while in this game today. They were up 7-6 for a little bit. Didn't last long, but still.
That's officially the first game I will not watch this year, that Thursday game.
What, Giants and Patriots?
No. I refuse to watch Patriots, man. Can't.
I definitely won't watch that one because Giants are right up there. They're probably right up there they're probably right behind Baltimore on my list.
Well, you don't like the Giants?
I don't.
I bet you were rooting for them in the Super Bowls. They beat Patriots in, though, weren't you?
I was.
Of course you were.
But I think new generation of Giants, I think that I'm going to actually start liking them better. A little bit. Because I love me some Saquon.
McCaffrey. Of course you do. Penn State. Hello.
Yeah.
McCaffrey racked off an 80-yard.
And I didn't like Eli Manning. And that was the big reason why I didn't like the Giants was
Eli?
Well, that was part of it.
What you got against Eli? You think he's overrated?
Punk.
He's a punk. Eli's a punk?
Yeah. Still mad at him.
For what?
The temper tantrum he threw during the draft.
Oh, because he refused to. Yeah, because he wanted to eat. Because the whole San Diego, New York thing. Yeah. Okay. Phillip Rivers, that whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
But you know what the funny thing is?
What's that? San Diego got the better deal. Even though they got 2 rings in New York, I think San Diego got the better quarterback.
Right.
San Diego's problem over the years has been they haven't had the right.
Had Eli not done that, how about this one? Had Eli decided that he was going to go to play for San Diego like they drafted him,
yeah,
Eli would have been a Charger, Roethlisberger would have been a Giant, and Rivers would have been a Steeler.
Are you sure?
Yes, because the Giants, if they couldn't get Eli, would have taken Roethlisberger.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
And you would love to have had Rivers on the Steelers.
That's who I thought that we were going to end up getting.
Mm. Well, Roethlisberger still got you 2 rings, so who cares?
Right. I mean,
it all worked out in the end for you because you got 2 rings out of it.
Right. I mean,
you're not going to get the 3rd with Ben because Ben's going to retire before you get that 3rd ring. But
right. I mean, we have a long way to go before we even get back to respectability.
Yeah, you're going to lose to the Browns this year. You know that, right?
Yes.
You're going to lose to the Browns this year. You may lose twice to the Browns this year.
This is going to be the longest year that we have had in a long time.
Welcome. Welcome to the pain, man.
I do not ever remember in all the years that I have been watching football, probably we will go with at least 30 years anyway.
Yeah,
I do not remember a 5-11 team.
The 80s were not kind to Pittsburgh.
No, the 80s were not kind.
Not at all.
When I
Not
first
at all.
started watching football. But
Yeah.
I do not remember a 5-11 season.
Because the Browns ruled that division in the 80s.
Yeah.
Browns and the Bengals actually. Browns and the Bengals did actually. Yeah, the Browns and the Bengals actually owned that division in the 80s. Because the Bengals went to 2 Super Bowls in the 80s, and the Browns almost went to 3.
Yeah.
They were in the AFC Championship all 3 years in the 80s.
Yeah, and I would laugh when Ernest Biner would fumble.
Oh, shut up. That was considered one of the top 10 games of all time. You know that by NFL Network? The drive game was considered in the top 10 of all the all-time games in the history of the NFL. Pissed me off.
I remember.
The 58 or 59 World Championship was still considered the greatest game, but that was in the top 10. Number 2 was the catch game. Yeah, it's going to be a long year for Pittsburgh.
It is.
Let's get water.
I still have my jersey, and I'm still going to wear it proudly.
Oh, sure you are. I see Buffalo getting a wild card, John, the way they're playing.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to win the division unless New England has.
I still have my jersey, and I'm still going to wear it proudly.
That would be the AFC Central, is what it was in the 80s, Katie. That was the AFC Central.
Yes.
Houston, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati. That was the AFC Central in the 80s. The AFC East in the 80s was Miami. Patriots were terrible in the 80s.
Yes.
Jets were always terrible. And the Bills they were there, but they weren't quite over the hill yet, not until the 90s. So, yeah, the AFC East was all Miami.
It was all Marino.
Yeah,
it was all Marino.
Yeah, it was all Marino. Yeah, that's when the divisions were AFC East, AFC Central, AFC West, and I think that was it. Just 3 divisions. Right. Because there were only 30 teams, or maybe 28 teams at that point. So yeah. Central. Was there an AFC North?
No, there wasn't. There wasn't a North. It was East, Central, and West. Yeah.
East, Central, and West was the only thing?
Yeah.
Because
there's 6 divisions.
And then because it was the NFC Central was considered the Norris division with the Vikings, the Lions, the Bears,
and the Packers.
But the Bucks were in there too, so that was 5.
And the Bucks were in there.
That was 5 in that division, but there was
since there was 6 divisions with 28.
So there were 4 divisions that had 5 teams in it, and there were 2 divisions that had 4 teams in it.
Right, because the one with, let's see.
Because the Colts were in the AFC East for the longest time until they split the divisions up in the 90s.
Right.
The Colts were the 5th team in that division.
That's right.
Well, yeah, Katie, you get screwed up because the NFC Central was always the Packers, Bears, Lions, Vikings, and Buccaneers. That's what it was for the longest time. And then when they created 4 divisions of 4 teams, or 8 divisions of 4 teams, now there's 32 teams. That's when the Panthers and the
Jaguars
came into the league. Yes.
And then later, Texans came in.
Texans came in. Houston became the Titans.
Yeah.
That was over. That was back in all the big shakeup was in the 80s and the 90s. That's when the
And
big
Seattle used to be in the AFC.
Yeah, Seattle used to be AFC West. You're correct. When they first came in the league in '76.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are just a ball of football knowledge, man.
No, we're just old.
Yeah, that's it. We're old.
We're old, and we've been watching football a long time.
Well, I've been watching football for almost 50 years.
I've been watching football for 35.
You guys are old.
Yeah, we remember Brian Sipe,
I remember Brian Sipe.
Roger Staubach in his prime.
I don't remember that. I've seen highlights. You're a lot older than me, Scott.
Yes, I know. I'm a lot older than both of you. I know.
I've seen highlights.
Kenny can probably remember Johnny Unitas, so we can go there if you want. And Joe Namath in his prime. You are not old, Katie.
You are old, Scott.
No, I'm not. Yes, you do, Katie. But Katie, I always like to bring up the subject that you and I have known each other for 20 years now. And Bob and Ken have known each other for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, MSN chat was 20 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been that long.
And it definitely has.
Yes. Yes, it has.
Been 20 years because I was still on active duty.
Yes, you were. Mm.
And that was when I met all you guys.
Mm-hmm. Katie, you cannot be 37 years old. Oh, my God. Seriously? I remember you when you were still in college. Fresh out of high school in college. A freshman in college. Good Lord. Good Lord. What else you got, guys?
Oh, I'm just here.
You're just there as we reminisce and talk about things you weren't around for.
Stuff, yeah, your old people things.
How are the boys? How are the boys?
John,
My kids?
Yes, yours.
Fine. You know, here, I'll show you. This is pretty funny, man. I'll show you a picture my wife took this morning of these kids. It's pretty freaking hilarious. Man.
Are they pulling dirt out of plants still and throwing it on the couch?
My kid's face. Look at this.
Oh, Zaya.
And then he tried to be like normal for this one.
No, still not normal. Josh is off looking at it going, what's going on?
Yeah, look, then my wife takes this big close-up of him. It looks like his head is like a freaking balloon.
Right. How's Maddie doing?
He's sick today, or else we would have been watching. Every Sunday we usually go out and watch football, right? But he was sick today, and it's funny because he can drink now here, so
because he's 18.
Yeah, so he has his little beverage while I'm drinking water. I'm like, don't get into a habit, buddy.
He's at university now, isn't he?
Yeah, first year.
Is he liking school?
Yeah, he says he is, but he's 18 years old. They say that to make their parents happy, but he's probably smoking weed or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Chasing girls.
Chasing girls. He had a girlfriend this past summer, but she went to school in Ontario, so he had to break it up with her. Feel for the teenage love. The puppy.
Right.
Love.
Yeah, the hormone driven love.
Yeah, his life is over because.
Yeah.
That's like, buddy.
You just have no idea.
I have no idea what's coming. I didn't meet my wife and get married till I was 34, 35.
Right.
That was a whole lot of heartbreak.
I always try to give the younger people advice. Don't do it. Don't do it. Make
Well,
sure
you got to find the right. You got to
don't
find
do
the
it.
right match, man. I mean, it's great
Uh-huh.
when you find the right match. I mean,
And then if you have kids, have one. Don't have more than one. Just one.
yeah, I got 3 kids. I'm loving it, man. It's freaking great.
All right, I've got nothing else tonight.
Yeah, well, let's go Buffalo.
Congratulations to you, John.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'll be praying for you, Bob. Both for health reasons and for Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
Wish me luck tomorrow night. I hope the Brownies win tomorrow night. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your evening, folks. We're gonna get out of here. I hope to have a full crew next week. We'll see. Depends on where Elliot is and if Kenny's going to join us. But in the meantime, we are the Sports Nerds. Thanks for watching, and we are out of here. And you all have a great night.
Toodles.